What is going on, everyone? It is your boy Shsl Blaze coming at you guys with yet another video. We are back with some more buried stars. Did you miss the game? Did you miss it? It's been a couple of days, so let's hop back into it. I'm excited to see how the story unfolds from here on out. Before we get too far in the video, remember to hit that like button. It helps me in the YouTube algorithm. It makes my videos pop up and recommended. A lot of y'all have been telling me they've been in the recommended feed recently with all of my buried stars, World Ends Club, Friday Night Funkin'. All of those videos have been in the recommended, apparently because of you guys hitting the like button. So truly appreciate you guys for doing that. Let's jump back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before we talk to O and Chang, you already know what we do. We usually call people on our phone or our watch. Phone watch, I guess you could say. It's a smart watch. Let's call O this time, even though O is right in front of me. That still trips me out. Like, the characters are right in front of you and you're calling them. How can you accuse me of doing such a thing? You know how embarrassed I am, right? Oh, everybody's on the chopping block. You guys are just the most suspicious. I'm being honest. I'm sorry if what I said hurt you. What I hate most is being involved with a crime. Well, you are. Then I'll... No, I actually wanted to make things clear. Dang! Ask me all you want. I'll tell you everything, except for some of my secrets. What? Han. Yes? You didn't intend to single me out, did you? No, not at all. Fine. What am I supposed to do there? What am I supposed to do? I'm sorry, O. We only have you two guys, and you're the most suspicious. We're just narrowing it down. All right, before we talk to them, let's go on a fader real quick. If there's anything here for us to look at. More policemen and reporters have arrived here. I hardly hear what the police and the rescue team are talking about. Everyone makes a mistake under heavy pressure. But if I were blamed and fired like that, I would have been really mad. Fiction did bad things, but I can understand them. Wait, you can understand them? I mean, I guess so, because I mean, they did get punished for something that wasn't really their fault. We need to put Seil and WBS on the real-time search ranking. We need to share more to make WBS to take any audition. B-Stars must clarify its position over the alleged death of Seil. We want truth. My timeline has become a stage for denouncing the staff of B-Stars, LOL. How did they deserve all this, LOL? They are known for a poor job. One of them used rough words to me when I watched the show and ran away when I tried to see his name. He was wearing glasses. Huh? Wearing glasses? Interesting. What is WBS doing? Do they conspire with fake Shin? Or they must clarify its position over the death of Seil? Why don't they just say no, but say they can't? Don't keep asking me. I never heard of fake Shin, and I'm not in a position to answer about Seil. News on additional victim. It's been deleted now. If there's an additional victim next to the producer, then it must be Seil, right? More casualties from the buried stars accident site. Breaking news. Look at Min. I really appreciate all of you giving me another opportunity to perform on the stage. I'll do my best. Please continue to support me. I love those robotic answers. Fiction could be one of happenings, but Seil is different. He posted Seil's yearbook photo before. At this timing? Strange. I don't know if it's okay to post this, but I heard the police contacted those who were related with Seil's case. I can't catch up with the timeline. So Fiction was a faked account and deleted all posts and ran away? Seil and Shin too? If B-Stars managed the ranking properly, no people would have fallen for it. The ranking is ridiculous, so people suspect that contestants raised their rankings through illicit means. People say all of some of what Fake Shin said are true. They had a reliable source. Fake Shin does not refute the suspicions raised, or it couldn't. The photo taken aside was not fake. The source of that photo must be from Fake Shin themselves or another staff member. Then Fake Shin lied? What about Seil then? This is crazy right now. Let's talk about O's question. O waited in front of the dressing room until the tremor came, but nobody saw what she was really doing during that time. Let's do it. We're back. I'll be specific, so listen carefully. All right, all ears. I went straight to the dressing room. All right. When I arrived at the dressing room door, I felt nervous. I thought about what he might say and how I should respond.
そうだけど。
Then, I called to him from outside the door. Okay.
そうか。
You called out his name? Yes, just loud enough for him to hear me. There was no response. I waited there for a minute.
それなら。
But you didn't go in? Hey, oh, hold up, my bad! I thought the dressing room door was locked. Okay. O said she waited at the dressing room door thinking it was locked. Misperception. Did you try calling him or using the messenger?
ねえ。
Why would I do that? O bristled at his remark and put her hands around her waist. I just waited there. That's where the tremor came. It was pretty intense. When the tremor died out, I opened the door. It wasn't locked. That's what happened up until I entered the dressing room. O said she didn't try to contact Seil while waiting at the door of the dressing room. Interesting. Well, let's talk about the trace of return.
まさか。
I never expected the dressing room to be empty. Once I saw that it was empty, I got goosebumps. A chill ran up my spine.
だから。
Is that why you went to look for Seil?
そうね。
Yeah, I thought I thought maybe he was pulling a practical joke, hiding somewhere. O ran her finger in the air as if drawing the central corridor.
これはどうかな。
Look, I came straight to the central corridor from the stage, right?
そうだから。
So I excluded the stage from my search list. And I was at the central corridor right before going to the dressing room. That's why I went to the staff corridor.
まさか。
The restroom wasn't... To be honest, it didn't even cross my mind. But the staff corridor was empty. I've gone all the way inside. My hair stood on end when I realized that it was empty. I hurriedly came back out to the central corridor and met Chang there. Ah, O checked the staff corridor, came back to the central corridor and met Chang there. I was so surprised.
でも。
I guess you were able to loosen up a bit though. Is that when you guys came back out? Chang said we should go back to the stage. The dressing room was empty and Seil was nowhere to be found. I agreed that we should go back to the stage first. That's how we came back to the stage. It was Chang that suggested returning to the stage. He thought it was more important than finding Seil. I mean, he's not wrong there, is he? Let's talk about the time slot matching.
どうしたの？
Do you want me to tell you why I went there? Yes. Where should I begin? It's not like we were friends. O repeatedly crossed and uncrossed her arms. And then he locked himself in the dressing room. He said something about having aces in the hole. Yeah, I remember
だ
that.
とすると。
I was sure he didn't mean a gun or knife, so I was keeping an eye on Fader. Sure enough, he wrote something about making an announcement or something. Yeah, and that's when I went.
そうね。
I went after Lee came back. Then he wrote another post. Yes, it was right after, to be exact. God knows when he might say what, and I didn't want to feel nervous every time he wrote something.
私が思うに。
I thought I might have to give him a good scolding so that he would come back to his senses. Why would you go and scold that man? That's not gonna help the situation. And that's why I went to see him. That was the only reason. O left by herself after seeing the last comment Seil posted on Fader. You going to scold him would only make him want to tell whatever it was even more. You know what I mean? Especially if it was something that you didn't want people to know. Like, I wouldn't go scold that person. I would go and console them and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go and be like, hey, you jack, come on out before I whoop your like, that person is just gonna look at you like, okay, let me just announce your secret online. Like, I would. Misperception.
まさか。
Are you asking because you really don't know?
りょうちゃん。
Han, you were the one who told me the door was locked.
違う？
You said Seil locked himself in. Don't you remember? Yeah? He did though. He opened the door for me after making sure I was alone.
そうだよ。
Yeah, Lee also said the same thing. He wasn't exactly welcoming people. No, he was not. You also said you hesitated at the door. Let's just say I waited there for a moment, including that. Apologize for confusing her. The door was clearly locked at that time. Or she could have tried to open the door whatsoever. I'm gonna go with this. Let's apologize. I'm sorry if I got you confused.
あれ
What's this all of a sudden? That's not what I wanted to hear. You could just say it was locked when you went there, but open when I went. Maybe Seil didn't lock it when he left the dressing room. What else then? Oh massaged her shoulders. I'm so frustrated that my shoulders are cramping. Aw, sorry. Anyways, you said this wasn't an intervention or interrogation, right? How would I even do that? I'm not a detective.
ね
But your eyes are telling me otherwise. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this, girl. That's all I'm trying to do. Anyhow, that's what I had been doing until an intense tremor came. O was waiting before the door only because Han and Lee said the door was locked. That adds up. That definitely adds up. Let's ask her about the silence.
あんた大丈夫
Some details you have there. Why didn't you go for the police jobs instead joining the audition? That's mighty thorough of you. Oh, gently folded her arms. Hey, I'm just a detective, apparently. You're asking me why I just stood there and didn't even try to contact him, right? You said you felt nervous when you arrived there.
合ってる
It's true. Why do you think I just waited there? Was there anything else? Not really. Let's just say they all belong to the same category.
それは
It's hard to explain. It was just set up for a normal conversation. I won't be biased. Not good to hide anything. It's better to say anything. Let's go with the left. It was just set up for a normal conversation. This is for having a conversation. I won't be partial in my judgment.
あれ
What are you? A judge now? Oh, let out a sigh. I didn't want to leave any records. Records of what?
例えば
Messenger, call records. I just didn't want to leave any tracks. What does that even mean? Yeah, what are you talking about? You heard me. I think I made the right decision. If I left behind any kind of trace. Trace of what? Oh grabbed her arm with her hand.
違う
I would have been the last person to call him. I guess so. I would have been pushed deeper into the corner, and I couldn't tolerate that. They could portray me as a snob or rude all they want. I just don't want to be treated as a criminal. O didn't want to contact Seil while waiting by the door because she didn't want her interaction with Seil to be recorded. That's a little fishy. Let's talk about the time of encounter now. I thought my heart was about to burst when I ran into him. He came out of nowhere like that?
そうだけど
He suddenly appeared from the dressing room. I thought Seil was taking a leap at me. But it was Chang?
そうね
He said he was glad to see me, but I almost gave him a neck chop. Oh, would you imagine that? Ah! Just knock Chang out. Then I would have had to carry him inside or outside. How did you come back? Anything bugging you about Chang? Ooh, I kind of want to ask this. Let's ask her. Nothing strange about Chang? I was surprised because he showed up out of nowhere. What's she about to
それ
say?
は
But then he looked as surprised as I was. I remember thinking to myself, oh, I'm not the only one here that's scared. O shrugged her shoulders.
そうだから
When we met, I was coming from the staff corridor and Chang from the dressing room. After that, we came back together.
でも
On the way back, there was nothing special. We opened the door within the corridor and walked straight toward the stage. That's it? The place looked more damaged following the tremor, but it wasn't that bad. So you came back straight away and met Min on the way?
そうね
Right. I was still freaked out, but let's skip that part. A girl with long hair wearing a white dress. You get the picture, right?
とりあえず
Anyhow, the three of us were together until we came back to the stage. Which means we can vouch for one another. Which is a good thing. Was she referencing The Grudge? Because I really hate that movie. Or The Ring, because I really hate those two movies. O and Chang met each other in the central corridor. Since that moment, they've been together and could testify for each other's alibi. Movies like that scare the crap out of me. I do not like The Grudge. I do not like The Ring. I do not like anything with a little female girl with hair over her face, covering her eyes and mouth and all of that. Just standing in the middle of a hallway. I've had so many like nightmares about that. I hate it. I hate it. I thought coming back to the stage was the right decision. Things were eerie, and I was back with someone from the group. I was actually glad when he suggested we go back. The tremor also gave us a reason to come back. I realized how narrow the corridor was while walking through it with Chang. Their safety is the most important thing. The attacker could have been hiding, true. Not a good timing. The two of them could have taken down the attacker. No, we don't want them to take down the attacker. No one knows if we could even take them down. Let's just say left. I'm glad you decided to come back. The attacker could have been hiding somewhere, waiting for their chance. You're right. Although you're thinking about the outcome now. I wasn't yet aware about Seil's incident, but it was still eerie. How are we supposed to fight the attacker? If the attacker got us while we were looking for Seil. Oh, shuddered at the thought. I don't even want to think about it. All right, the last one we should probably do is... Probably none of these, huh? Maybe trigger? Nah, let's talk to Chang now. That's probably a better idea. Let's ask Chang about his question. There wasn't a soul. What you talking about, Willis? On your way to the dressing room? Not even when you were inside? Not a soul. Like I said, I went straight to the dressing room from the stage. And I waited there only for a brief moment. I met O when I came out and we came back. It was only 10 minutes at most. And the door wasn't closed when I was in the dressing room. I guess the only gap would be when O and I missed each other. Any further questions? About the moment of his meeting up with O, did you clearly see her coming out of the staff corridor? About Seo's trace. Anything strange in and out of the dressing room? Let's ask him that. Did anything bother you inside or outside the dressing room? I told you. There was nothing special. Why wouldn't I tell you if there were? Chang continued while moving his fingers. In the end, I came out to head for the stage, and that's when I met O. In the central corridor, right? She came from the door by the staff corridor. From there, I came right back to the stage, and there wasn't anything special. Is this what you wanted to hear? After all, my account is the same as before. Chang repeated his claim that he went straight to the dressing room from the stage, and when he came out after a while, he met O in the staff corridor. All right, let's ask him about the time slot matching. Why does he look so mad there? Okay. I was just following O. She went to see Seil all by herself, and I was worried about her. Even if she insisted on going alone, I couldn't let her take all the risk. But you've been saying that Seil was only bluffing. Still, she could have felt nervous. Boy, stop! Afraid that O might be affected by Seil's threat, he was worried about O. Because he didn't know what Seil would say, he was nervous about what Seil was going to reveal. Probably left. Were you worried about O? Were you worried that O might quit the audition because of Seil's threats? Oh, he didn't like that. O would never give in to his empty threats. Chang took a step back while staring at Han. She's different from you guys. You know that? You and Lee went there to persuade Seil in a peaceful manner. And even if something went wrong, you would have been able to suppress Seil physically. Possibly. But O and Min are not like you. Of course I was worried about their safety. Plus, when O went to see Seil, she was agitated. And I could also feel her anxiety. He's got a point. O went to the dressing room looking anxious, and Chang also felt a sense of anxiety. He's not lying. I was a little worried about her too. Nemesis. Everyone knew they were on bad terms with each other. Did he even get along with anyone? He hated everyone except you. Chang lowered his voice. And he made it this far thanks to his pretty face, right? All of the staff members were getting sick of him making rude remarks. His dance and vocal skills were pathetic. If it weren't for editing, he would have been dropped already. It's mostly his fault that the show was getting blamed for fabricating things. Even Shin lost her cool and covered for him. Tell me if there's anything I said that's wrong. Wow. It was a matter of talent because he wants to beat the others based on popularity. It was a matter of favoritism. I mean, it was technically because Shin backed him up. Do you think Shin's favor was the problem? Of course. You might be a victim of that as well. A free ride damages everyone. It's true that fans from Fader determine the ratings. But the right thing is for contestants with greater talents to make it to the next round, right? If Seil makes it to the next round, one of the contestants will get eliminated. Oh, almost got eliminated because of him. It was B-Stars that allowed it to happen. Chang stared at Han. That doesn't mean he should exploit that niche. In a way, he is a fraud. A fraud? Yes, a fraud. His talent has been overestimated, and he's gained more rewards than he's worth. Dude, slow down, calm down, take 2 steps back, take some deep breaths. What is happening to Chang? Shin was supposed to push him out, but she protected and supported him instead. And in the end, they both dug their own graves. Yeah, dude, you're too mad about Seil, bro. Come on. You're very suspicious right now. Chang claimed that Seil wasn't talented, but he had achieved more than he deserved. Chang also complained that Shin was very subjective regarding that matter. It sounds like Homeboy is super jealous. Proposal of return. So I told her to go back to the stage. I just had a bad feeling about the whole thing. You said Seil was in the dressing room? But he was nowhere to be found. Yeah, I keep hearing that. Guess he was already in the restroom by then. Anyway, I met O, and we didn't know when another tremor might occur again. I'm the only staff member here now. If a contestant gets hurt or gets in trouble, I'll be held responsible. Nobody cares about your job. Shut up. Although it's too late anyway. All he cares about is a stupid job. Did you think Seil would be okay? Even Seil wasn't there. Did he think O looked troubled considering that he escorted O to the stage? Let's go with this one. Was O in a bad state? Bad state? Why do you ask that? Because you only cared to take her with you. Hello? Well, she looked a bit scared, so I hurried. Chang gently cleared his throat. I came back with O for a good reason. I considered the circumstances of what was important. What do you mean by important? I have to take care of you contestants. It's my job. And out of the two, I prefer taking care of O. Dude, your job doesn't matter. Your producer's gone. There is no job at this point. Like, the show is almost canceled if you think about it. So it's like, shut up about your job. We're trying to get out of here. That's your job. One is a contestant in last place who lacks talent and creates chaos by threatening the others. The other is a contestant with great talent and a delicate mind. You get the picture. O needs a caring hand more than the other. I couldn't search the place forever. Chang said taking care of the contestants was also his responsibility. He stressed that O required special attention because she had great talent and a sensitive mind. I'm not buying it, bruh. I am not buying it. Let's talk about the transfer. What's wrong with me sharing her feeling of anxiety? It's true that everyone felt anxiety for their own reason. I'm just curious as to why O's name came up. Think about what Seil's been doing. He wants to climb up the ranks by putting down other contestants. He's so pathetic. He thinks he could take first place by making everyone else resign. The production crew might even cancel the whole thing. Well, he would have never done it if he was able to think that far. Chang stopped talking and adjusted his glasses. I kind of predicted his move when he went to the corridor by himself. Is it about his threat to us? He said he wouldn't stop there. Was it about his announcement? He said he got something up his sleeve. Let's do this one. Is it about his threat to us? That he would try to threaten us into quitting? Yeah, it was pretty obvious. He was running out of resources. He thought he could aim for the show to resume as long as he secured the popularity vote. But things have gotten worse. And he was inspired by fake Shin. He thought he could make other contestants quit by threatening to expose their weaknesses like Shin did. Chang frantically rubbed the floor with his foot.
どうしてもですね。
I knew what he was going to say to O. That's why I was so nervous. What was he gonna say? And that's what I meant by sharing her feeling of anxiety. Chang kind of knew that Seil was likely to threaten the others since the moment Seil left them. He also said he could guess what Seil might talk about. Well, I wish I knew what he was going to talk about. All right, let's go back to O probably. Okay, yeah, now she's got this transfer one.
本当に？
That sounds like an overstatement. Are you saying I was actually trembling?
そうだった。
You looked nervous. Plus, you left by yourself.
それは。
That's true.
だけどさ。
But Seil demanded that we voluntarily resign, which was preposterous. On top of that, he blabbered on about making some kind of announcement. Was she afraid of what Seil was going to reveal? Something came to her mind as to what he was going to say. Katie dropping out of the show that much, tried to stop the illegal activity at all costs. I'm gonna go with the right one.
あのさ、
I guess you hated the thought of quitting voluntarily, given the fact that you tried to talk him out of it somehow.
そうだけど。
Of course, I can't just quit after coming this far. And who knew what he was going to disclose?
それは。
I know that, so you talked to him in person, but not me. Oh reached her hand out to stop Han.
とりあえず。
Anyways, you and Lee told me that Seil was only bluffing,
だけどさ。
but I'm still feeling uncomfortable
そんな。
about what Seil was going to say to you. Oh turned her head to face Han.
そうね。
Yes. Anything wrong with that? Now she's getting cold. I still feel anxious. Even after hearing that Seil was only bluffing, O still seemed nervous. What is this secret? I need to know. Let's do trigger.
どうしたの？
What's wrong with me going there to see him after seeing the fader post?
あのさ、
Seil's last post said, eliminate me if you can.
そうね。
Okay, what did you think that meant? He was planning on creating chaos with his announcements. Han tilted his head and O let out a loud sigh.
ね
Hey, consider the context. He's been blabbering on about forcing us out or using a weapon, but now he's asking us to bring it on. What am I supposed to do to make out of that? He is waging war against not only Shin, but also all of us. Can't agree with that. It says nothing about exposure. Can agree with that. It could be understood in that way in that context. Let's go with can agree with that.
そうかも。
That kind of makes sense if I'm to consider the context.
あれ？
Kind of makes sense? Make up your mind. I can tell by the look on your face that you don't know anything. Everyone feels pressured by different things. And anyone can become a coward depending on the situation or topic.
とにかく。
Anyhow, that was a trigger for me. O showed the palm of her hand. That's all you need to know. The last fader post by Seil, which provoked O to come to the dressing room next, was actually very unclear in its meaning. Alright. Alright. We got all of them now. Let's move on and see how the story unfolds from here on out. I don't know, man. I'm still suspicious. I've been saying Chang the whole time. I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to it. He just seems really mad about Seil. An uneasy feeling remained. Han quietly chewed over the conversation.
クニカ。はっきり言ってくれていない部分が
Uh-oh. There was something unclear about O's account.
気のせいじゃなく。
O glossed over something intentionally. Is it that time? Are we exposing people? Oh, baby, it is time. Okay, what was O trying to hide? Continued anxiety even after hearing what Seil was only bluffing. O still seemed nervous. Let's see. Probably that. I think that's one. Let's go with that one. Ambiguous target. The last fader post by Seil, which provoked O to come to the dressing room next, was actually very unclear in its meaning. Probably this one too. Reason for waiting. O was waiting before the door only because Han and Lee said the door was locked. I don't think so. Reason for silence. O didn't want to contact Seil while waiting by the door because she didn't want her interaction with Seil to be recorded. I'm going with this one. I'm going with these three. I'm locking these ones in. Which one is... Wait, what is this again? Complimentary. O and Chang met each other in the central corridor. Since that moment, they have been together and could testify for each other's alibi. Okay, that one doesn't make sense. So we're going with these. Oh looked very concerned with what Seil would use to force her out of the audition.
先に言ってきた人がただのブラフだと言っても変わらなかった。
Those who came back from the dressing room said he was just bluffing, but it didn't relieve her mind at all.
ユーマがああなった今も不安そうに見えるくらいだ。
Even after Seil's death, she still seems restless.
あいつが何を言うつもりなのか思い当たるところがあったんじゃないかな。
Did she know what Seil was going to
正確
say?
にはわからないけど、
I have no idea.
クニカが楽屋に行ったのはユーマの最後の投稿を見た後だった。
Oh left after reading Seil's last Fader
好
post.
き勝手に言いふらすかもしれないからって言ってたけど、
She said she was afraid Seil might spread rumors, but
ユーマの投稿にはどこを見ても具体的なことは書かれてなかった。
Seil's post didn't mention anything specific.
どの部分がクニカを刺激したんだろ
There it is. So what was she provoked by?
う。
Hello.
クニカは楽屋のドアが施錠されている。
What is this stupid secret? Stop hiding secrets. I hate that. I really do hate that. Stop hiding it. Tell us what it is. O said she waited because she thought the dressing room door was locked, but
ユーマにドアを開けてほしいみたいな連絡はしてない。
she didn't even call Seil to open the door.
電話とかメッセンジャーでは記録が残るからと言っていたけど、
She said using phone or messenger would leave a history.
記録が残ったらダメなのはなぜだ。
You know what makes me mad is like, if you do have a secret, right? Why would you tell people that you have a secret, right? Unless you're gonna tell them what that secret is. Like, I hate that. I hate it when people like want to tell you like, oh, I have something special that nobody else can know about. And it's just like, all right, then why are you telling us about it? Why are you even putting us on the edge of their seats like that? What's the point? Just shut up. Leave it to yourself. Like, literally, leave it to yourself. Like, O has been sitting here talking about it like this entire time. This secret, this secret, this secret, this secret. It's like, girl. Of course I'm like super curious about this secret now. Why did you even bring it up in the first place? Anyways. But why is call history a problem?
何か隠したい話をしようとしたのかもしれない。
Maybe she wanted to hide her secrets. Bro, I'm sick of these
かかった
secrets.
のは3つだ。
There are 3 things on my mind.
ユーマが何を使って脅迫する気なのか分かっているような様子だった。
That O seemed to know what Seil was going to threaten her with.
ユーマがシャベッターに最後にアップした投稿にひどく反応していた。
She was visibly provoked by Seil's last Fader post.
ユーマと交わした話を記録に残したがらなかった。
O didn't want to leave any form of record regarding her conversation with Seil.
要するにクニカが何を心配していたのかが不明なんだ。
What was O worried about? That's what is not quite certain. Okay, she went to the hall provoked by Seil. She waited until the tremor, not wanting to leave any trace of conversation on her watch. She looked unusually nervous, though. I love this music. It was probably about her past. He could only think that way. He couldn't just continue with this talk. He still had to think about Chang. Oh, good old Chang.
ナオトの話にも不明なところがある。
There were a few things in Chang's account that bugged me.
一つずつ見てみると、
I'll go over them one by one. Okay, what do we got here? What was Chang trying to hide? Okay, detection. Chang kind of knew that Seil was likely to threaten the others since the moment Seil left them. He also said he could guess what Seil might talk about. Let's go with that one. Chang claimed that Seil wasn't talented, but he had achieved more than he deserved. Chang also complained that Shin was very subjective regarding that matter. Okay, that's definitely one. And reiterate preposition. Chang repeated his claim that he went straight to the dressing room. All right, that's not one. Yeah, it's definitely this one. Let's do it. Locking him
ユー
in.
マが他人を脅迫するような人間だと言っていた。
He said Seil was fully capable of threatening the others.
楽屋に行く頃はまだ脅迫はされていない。
But before I went to the dressing room, Seil hadn't threatened anyone yet.
何の話をするか見当がついているかのように言ったことも引っかかる。
He said he kind of knew what Seil was going to say, which doesn't sound ordinary.
本当に見当がついてたのだろうか。クニカが何を恐れているかを。
Did he really have any idea what O was worried about?
ナオトはユーマが才能以上の対価を得たと言っていた。
Chang said Seil received some benefits he didn't deserve, something beyond his talent.
かなりきつい言い方だった。詐欺と同じだと。
Chang very firmly referred to it as fraud.
プロデューサーも普段のように落ち着いた様子じゃなかったと言い切った。
He also said Shin lost her cool when she was with Seil.
まるでスタッフというよりはエコひいきに怒る出演者のような感じだった。
Chang didn't sound like a staff member. Rather, he sounded like a contestant who was angry at Shin's favoritism. Oh, I see where Han's getting with that.
言ってたけど結局はクニカのことだけだ。
He said it was all about taking care of the contestants, but in the end, it was all about O. True.
優れた才能、
He didn't care about me.
鋭い精神、所属芸能人に対しての言葉じゃないか。
Excellent talent, keen sensitivity. He sounded like a manager referring to his artist. Whoa, that's big.
落ち着かなくなってすぐに彼女の後をついてい
I mentioned this earlier on in the LP. He's really obsessed with her. When it was O's turn, he grew restless and followed her immediately.
ナオトが言ってた面倒とは特定の人に向けたものかもしれない。
Maybe by the contestants, he meant only one contestant. Okay.
残ったのは3つだ。
The three things are
ユーマが何をもって脅迫するつもりなのか分かるような口ぶりだったこと。
first, he seemed to know what Seil would threaten us with.
まるで出演者のような感じでユーマやプロデューサーについて話していたこと。
Second, he talked about Seil and Shin from our perspective, the contestants.
クニカのことをマネージャーかのように特別に面倒を見ようとしてたこと。
Three, he praised O and tried to act as if he were her manager. Alright, so he reacted as if he knew what Seil was going to tell. He was mad at Shin's favor to Seil. He tried to micromanage O on the excuse of contestants' care. It's all starting to come together. The itching feeling inside his head never subsided. Maybe it was wrong to discuss this topic again. We were on the right. Oh, there's Plug Hole again. Have you found out anything interesting?
ラグホール。
Plug Hole. My boy. Well. You summarize the story. You tried to work it out, but it ended up getting more complicated than necessary. First, we must check whether O was really standing in front of the closed door. We also need to figure out how the attacker made Seil to go to the restroom. And how Chang knew that Seil had gone to the restroom, or how he made Seil do so. This is very unlikely, but it is also possible that the two of them conspired to attack Seil together. I said that earlier in the Let's Play. Let's go! A lot of missing puzzle pieces. It'd be best for you guys to stick together if you want no more thriller. Bro, I said that! If you look closely, anyone could have their motive to hurt Seil. Not really. Don't step forward if you're not ready. Wait until it's the right moment, just like how we did to fake Shin. Making a small mistake will make you a double crosser. True. I don't like it either. What will you do? Throwing bombs? Swallowing without water? It didn't seem smart to go any further on their accounts. He had to approach them in a very subtle way. Otherwise, things might get out of control.
話せることは全部話した。
Okay, I told you as much as possible.
僕もです。
Me too.
様にならないわ。その辺にしておこうよ。
I look pathetic. Are we done here? Han quietly nodded. I guess.
名探偵の相葉亮もそうしようって言ったよ。
All right. Detective Han agreed on calling it a day.
大変でしたよ。こうなるとは思ってもみなかった。
It was surprisingly exhausting.
同感よ。疲れたわ。
Couldn't agree more. I'm exhausted.
あとは救助を待つだけだな。
We could just wait for the rescue team to arrive now. The atmosphere died down. Can we really? Lee muttered under his breath while looking at his watch.
生存者リスト。また発表されたぞ。
They announced the survivors list again. The rumors about survivors spreading on Fader now are all groundless fictions. It's true that Seil got injured at the accident site where rescue operations was underway. The rescue team is still securing an access route. The network at the accident site is really bad, so we have yet to confirm details about Seil. The other survivors, Min, Lee, O, Han, and the audition floor director, Chang, are all safe with no injury. So far. Hey, look at this! Ah! Dude, look at, oh my god, that choker that she's got on? 10 out of 10. The updated survivor list also contained everyone's pictures.
一見ベリスタの本戦進出者リストのようね。
Just by the look of it, it's like the list of B-Stars finalists.
ひょっとして僕も入ってますか？
Am I on the list too?
もちろんよ。生存者だからね。
Of course. You're a survivor. Chang frowned after seeing the list from the contestants' watch.
写真まで名前と年齢だけでいいのに。
Pictures? For what? Our names and ages would be enough. Not really. Han, can you see this message?
なんだ
Huh? Han's gaze turned to the watch. Yes? Situation is heading in an unexpected direction. Wait, what's happening? Regarding the injury of Seil. You know what the post on this timeline is like. People behave as if they are very rational, but they make all kinds of stupid assumptions. Han unknowingly bit his lip. Ugh. Big Shin is gone, but still they fall into our trap. In my opinion. If people there get to know this, everyone must be depressed. Is there any way to stop them from reading Fader? Nope. Han suddenly raised his head. He could tell it was too late just by looking at the facial expression.
全国推理賞の始まりね。とんでもない展開よ。
The beginning of a national crime show? How absurd.
僕も見せてください。
Can I see it too? Lee showed his watch to Chang. Chang staggered to see the watch screen.
じれったいな。もう
This is so frustrating.
どうしたの？スタッフなら少なくても容疑者からは外れるんじゃ。
Come on. The staff would surely be excluded from the suspects list.
そうでもない。
Not really. Min raised her head and stared at Chang. Wait, what? Oh opened her mouth after looking at the timeline again.
何よこれ。
What's going on? What's this about? I think I've seen the floor director of the photo. Oh! I'm just wondering, would anyone search for contestants of B-Star Season 2? My home internet is so slow. Oh, he was a contestant. After seeing Masstown's comment, I searched. Oh? What the hell? Wow, you remember a guy eliminated from the preliminaries a few years ago? I should get on Masstown's good side. This man! Holy crap, he was on the show before he was a freaking director.
ベリスタに出演したことがあるのか
He's participated in B-Stars before? He never told us that. Chang seemed unaware of the situation since he didn't have a watch. That's why he didn't like his photo being out there. Chang always talked as if he was a middleman between the staff and contestants. Yeah, he did. And it was because of his past audition experience. After the face and name were revealed, your floor director, Chang's popularity is soaring, man. What's the fuss about having participated in the show? Don't bet your life on uncertain things. Don't bet your life on uncertain things, my bad. People could say whatever they want out there, but not inside there. Why won't you answer? That makes me worried, restless, frightened. Who are you?
一体何です？なんか投稿されてるんですか？
Why? Is there something else? Stay silent. It will only cause more troubles. Directly ask about it. Let's check if it's true. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're gonna stir up the pot, y'all. We're gonna stir up the freaking pot. Chang, I have a question.
え、何ですか？
What is it?
お前もしかして
Have you ever
ベリスタの前のシーズンに出演したことあるのか
competed in B-Stars before? Chang's eyes widened. His mouth closed shut.
私の方にも出たわ、その話。
It's been brought up on mine as well.
あれって本当なの？それとも喋ったのでっち上げ？
Is that true? Or is it one of the Fader rumors? Ah, he mad! He mad! He big mad! Why on earth would somebody post?
生存者リストが発表された時からみたいだ
I think somebody posted it after the survivors list came out. Chang lowered his head and bit his lip. So are you actually the floor director?
大したことじゃないでしょ。
What's so important about that now?
初めて聞いた話ですよね。誰も気にしていなかったし。
Never heard about my competition history, right? It's because nobody was curious anyway. When it was about to get quiet, Oh took another step toward Chang. She looked ferocious, unlike before. Ferocious?
3 参加したかどうかが問題ではなかったみたいね。
Oh, she big mad. Actually, that's not the real issue here.
あんたこれについてなんて言うつもり？
What do you have to say about this? Oh thrust her watch before Chang's face. Chang took a step back and slowly checked the watch screen. Hey, don't kill him like you did last time, girl. Suddenly, his face turned pale.
これはその
This is...
何を言ってるんだ
What are you talking about?
喋ったあの投稿を見てみて。妙なのがあるから。
Look at the fader posts. They're strange. Okay. I just saw something creepy. Oh my god. Yo, they're gonna talk about him being a stalker. Yes, it's the picture. I just saw something creepy. There he is. Let's go. Damn, not in just one photo, but in several photos. There it is. We're actually gonna see it. Is he gonna die this time though? Let's see. The focus was on O, but a familiar man was seen in the background. You can see clearly by zooming in. Go see!
見やすいようにみんなが拡大までしてくれたのよ。
The fader users even enlarged the photos that you'd be more recognizable.
だけど必要なかったね。私は見てすぐあんただと分かったから。
It was unnecessary to do that because I immediately knew it was you.
あんなものいつ
When did they take?
大阪に行った時よ。私いつなのか覚えてる？
It was taken when I went to Busan. I remember when.
重要なのはいつじゃない。なぜってことが重要なのよ。
But that's not the question. The real question is why you were there. O's eyes slightly trembled.
あんただったの。
Was it you?
僕がって何がですか
Who?
ストーカ
My stalker!
違います
No way! His sharp cry echoed around the room.
どうしてそんなひどいこと言えるんですか
Yo, that scared me, bro! Yo, O does not look happy whatsoever. Do you see this face? This is thumbnail material, baby. How can you say that?
僕がどんなにクニカちゃんの面倒を見たか
I went out of my way to take care of you.
みんななんでそんな目で見るんですか
Why
本
do
当
you
に
all
僕
look
がそんなやつだ
serious?
と思ってるんですか
You really think I'm the stalker?
違うかもな
Maybe not.
違うかもじゃなくて違うんですよ
Maybe not. No, absolutely not. Period. Man said,
じゃあ
period.
写真は何なの？
Then explain your presence in the photos.
実は
That is kind of weird.
僕の方にも別の書き込みがあるん
Wait,
だ
something else? Actually, something else came up on my timeline. I saw a post in my school bulletin. That guy with green hair introduced himself as a reporter and interviewed about Lee's club activities. What? Yo, my hair is all over. I got chills right now. Oh my god. Attention. Watch out for that guy, Chang. He came to my school lying that he was a reporter and collected private information about the contestants. He's definitely up to something.
学校で僕のことを尋ねていたのが君みたいだったという内容だ
Some say that you look like a guy who asked around me about me at my school. I witnessed account of having seen Chang in public. He asked around about the contestants near their schools or homes.
見間違いですよ
Oh boy.
写真だけ見てわかるはずないでしょ
Are you kidding? How can they tell it's me just by looking at the photos?
次から次へと出てくるわね。どういうこと？
Why is everyone suddenly talking about you? What did you really do?
うわなんだこれ
Yo, he's about to Danganronpa snap, bro. Wow, this is ridiculous. Chang took a step back and began to laugh all of a sudden. Don't die.
ど
Don't
ういう
die.
ことって僕の方が知りたいくらいです
What really happened? That's actually my question.
喋ったあの書き込み見て僕を追い込むんですか
Are you accusing me like this based on some groundless posts on Fader?
ユーマの件もあんたなの？
Are you responsible for what happened to Seil as well?
一体何の関係があるんです
Oh, Jesus Christ! What do the pictures got to do with Seil? I've seen other posts, and people say that Chang guy and O must be separated for safety. That guy is O's stalker. Looks like he finished Seil off because Seil tried to threaten O with something. Oh my god.
辞退させようと何かを準備していたから あんたが口封じをしたのよ。
He was about to threaten me with something to kick me out of the audition, so you silenced him.
何もかも分かってたんだね。
Because you already knew everything he was going to say. Min held out O's hand, or held O's hand,
ちょ
sorry.
っと待って。
Wait a sec.
直人君、あなたがどう言うかにかかってるのよ。
Chang, it's important that you give us a proper explanation. Chang took a step forward toward O. Min and O both took a step back when he did that. Yo, chill, chill.
僕がストーカーだなんて、殺人者だなんて。
Oh, please don't accuse me of being a stalker or murderer, because I'm not.
ひどいですよ。クニカちゃんが怪我しないように、いつも気を使ってたのに。
You can't do this to me. You know I sincerely care about you and your safety.
目の前にいる僕より、喋ったの噂を信じるんですか？
How can you trust the gossip on Fader over me? Boy, you got caught in.
怪しい話はいくつも出てきた。
Hey! Think about all the suspicious posts brought up just during the last couple minutes.
信じられるように説明してよ。
I should trust you without a proper explanation? Nope.
偶然か、見間違いだって言ったじゃないですか。
I told you. The picture was a coincidence. And people mistook me for someone else.
そんな言葉じゃ説明がつかないんだよ。
That doesn't explain everything.
犯人扱いですか。
You're treating me like a guilty person. Boy, I will slap that freaking smirk off your face, boy.
ここにもたくさんいるのに。
Who is really innocent here anyway? The atmosphere grew somber with tension.
僕はさっき全部話しましたよ。
I already told you everything.
ユーマのこと、僕はやってません。
I didn't kill Seil.
僕はスマートウォッチも電話も持ってないんですよ。
I don't have any smartwatch or a phone. I can't make a phone call.
一体どうやってユ
Oh.
ーマがトイレに行ったことを知って。
What about the tablet? How would I ever know Seil went to the restroom? The
私は
tablet!
知らなかったとしても、そこにいて見たかもしれないじゃない。
Maybe you didn't, but you just happened to find him in the restroom.
僕が犯人だって決めつけないでくださいよ。
Please stop assuming that I'm the attacker.
じゃああんたじゃないって証拠を出してよ。
Then give me something to prove your innocence.
だ今までずっと話したじゃないですか。
That's what I've been doing all along. Have you?
今の状況
What should we do about this?
全部偶然だという説明には納得できない。
We can't just disregard everything as coincidence. First, listen to his explanation. Should discern facts from assumptions. Try to diffuse tension among people first. The tension is rapidly building up. Let's do that. There's a lot of tension right now.
まずは二人を落ち着かせよう。
We need to stop them first.
もう何とかしてくださいよ。
Please do.
そうよ、みんな落ち着いて。
Okay, we all need to relax. 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 Hey, wait, what?
何を隠し
Lee?
ているのかも聞いてみよ
And I need to hear what you're hiding from us. Hey, Lee, hold up!
熱くなったのはあいつが嘘ついたせいじゃない。
I thought he was on my side. It all started because he lied to us. Everyone started to raise their voices. How's it going there? Ha, I like how he spelled house with a Z. No mass fight, I guess. Don't screw it now. We've done well so far. Han suddenly came back to his senses. The mood here is not so good. No doubt, you guys have been trapped there. Just stick together, control yourself, and take charge of the situation. If this leads to a physical struggle, there could be an accident.
う。ちょっと待ってくれ。
Wait! I said wait! Everyone fell silent at Han screaming.
落ち着いてくれ。二人とも。
Relax! Both of you!
あんたね、
Relax!
態度をはっきりさせなさいよ。
Hey, is that your
怪
stance?
我するかもしれないだろ。怪我を。
I'm just worried you might hurt yourself. Min nodded and stood next to Han. Let's go! It's my girl!
一人の死傷者も出せないわ。
We can't allow any more casualties.
私の味方誰もいないの？
I have nobody on my side.
じゃあ話し合ったらいいじゃない。
Sure, we could talk this out.
何言ってるんですか。罪のない人責めといて。
What do you mean? You're about to finish an innocent person's life. I don't know if you're innocent. Hold on now.
喧嘩には反対だ。
I'm also against this quarrel.
でも今出ている話を無視するわけにはいかない。
But we can't just ignore things that have risen to the surface.
このままじゃ みんなで一緒に待つことも難しくなるぞ。
If we lose control, we cannot stick together anymore.
じゃあ私が譲る。シャベッターで出た話だけ一回聞いてみよう。
Okay, then let's put aside everything except these fader posts.
それって譲ったんですか？
It's not putting anything aside.
このまま何も言わないつもりか。
So you're just gonna keep your mouth shut?
それは
Well, Chang glanced around for a moment.
いいですよ。わかりました。
Okay, fine.
でもあまり詳しいことは言えません。僕にだって話したくないことはありますから。
But I won't tell you every detail since there are some things I like to keep them to myself.
あんたね。
No, you can't keep anything to yourself. Everybody wants to hide secrets now. It's not time for that. You think this is a joke? Min stopped O, who was about to take a leap at Chang.
それじゃあ言えることだけ言って。
Okay, tell us what you can. Chang dropped his arms weakly. All right. Chang's eyes regained focus behind his glasses.
聞いてください。気になること。
What do you want to know? Ask me. And that is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for today's episode. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. It looks like the gig is up, baby. The gig is up. This man Chang has been caught in 8K. And now he's going to have to explain himself here. I don't know if he's going to be able to explain himself after all that, y'all. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like he can. He's caught up. He is definitely caught up. He's the stalker. We found out about that. We still don't know about the tablet in this playthrough so far. So when is that going to pop up? When is that going to pop up? Hopefully pretty soon. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next episode of Buried Stars. Deuces.
Hope will never die.
Notice, then still think of that dance. 2 minutes and